So you just logged in to oaklandeb@gmail.com. You're going to go to Drive, and you are going to find the folder titled Contributor Pages. Double click on that, and you are going to double click on Sample. Okay, this is the sample that you will be using as a model for our contributor pages. Okay, so you don't have to worry about this title at all. This is just to show you what it's going to look like. But you're going to have 3 pictures to the left, a little arrow or whatever type of graphic you want to point to your biography, and then your biography to the right. Okay, so let's get started. You're going to keep this sample open. You are going to go back to the folder. Okay, so now you're back in contributor pages. This is the folder that we first clicked on. Then you're going to find your grade. So if you're in 6th grade, you're going to double click on 6th grade, and you're going to see all of the green bios, right? You will also see a series of blank documents right here. Okay, they will have final on them, the word final. Hover over each document to find your name. Each page will have space for 3 bios. Okay, so I'm going to double click on this one. Say I am Victor. Okay, I am going to use this top third. Muhammad is going to use the middle third, and Brian is going to use the bottom third. Okay, so you guys have to decide how you want to divide your page, but each of you gets roughly a third to work with. Okay, so you're going to have these 3 pictures right here, a little graphic, and then a bio for each third. Okay, the first thing you are going to do is find your 3 photos that you took the other day and insert them into your document. Okay, so I am Victor, right? I'm going to be Victor right now. I'm going to go to Insert. I'm going to go to Image. So Insert Image, and see these little options up here. I'm going to find Google Drive. Okay, I'm going to click on Google Drive, and I'm going to find a folder that says Contributor Photos. Okay, so I'm going to double click on that, and I've uploaded all of the photos that you took the other day. So I am Victor. I'm going to find my photos, right? So I'm going to choose this one. Okay, so it'll come up with a big photo. I'm always going to click wrap text immediately. Always click wrap text, okay? Even though it's not a text, it's a picture, you still have to click it. And that allows you, again, to move it easily around your screen, okay? So I'm going to go hit the top, right? So I'm going to make sure that I can't go up any longer or any more. And I'm going to probably just go, I don't know, that might be like a 1/4 of an inch right there, okay? So 1/4 of an inch. And I want you guys to sort of work, I want you to collaborate on spacing, but it should be about this size. So if you go back to my sample, kind of keep that in mind. All right, so I can make it a little bit smaller. So there's my first photo. I'm gonna go back to Insert, back to Image. It'll come right up. All right, and I'm gonna find my second photo. So here's my second. Come up, always click wrap text. All right, and I am going to size my photo the same. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna insert my third photo, and which is this one right here. Always click wrap text and size it down. Okay, so there you go. You can switch it up to make it a little bit more interesting. Okay, now I have my 3 photos. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to check my sample, and I see that I have a little graphic right here. So I'm going to go to Insert, Drawing, and this is where all the magic happens, remember. I'm going to find a shape, and this can be any shape. It could be anything directing your viewer to your biography. So mostly probably arrows. Let's do this one. This is weird. Do it like this. Now, as you guys will remember from my last video, you can change the color on the inside and the outline on the outside. So I'm gonna maybe go green right here, so your fill color, and your line color, let's go pink, okay? Wow, that's adorable. Okay, so I'm gonna come right here. It's probably gonna be a lot smaller, and I'm gonna place it right there for right now. Okay, so now I have, and I can size it and stretch it however I would like. All right, so now I have my 3 pictures, my graphic. Now I need my text box with my biography, okay? So first thing I'm going to do, insert, drawing. I'm going to stretch out a nice big text box, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the Google Drive. I'm going to go where all the biographies are, and I'm going to find my biography, which is Things About Victor. I'm gonna go here. So he has his kind of separated. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to copy and paste. Now, to copy and paste on Google Drive, you're in Google Drive right now, you need to use the keyboard, all right? So the keystroke for copy is the Command key, hold it down, and the C, all right? So Command, hold down, and C, hold down, all right, in that order. So I just copied, and I'm gonna go back to my final document. I'm going to paste it, all right? So the keystroke for that is Command and V, okay? So you hold down the Command key and you hit the V key, okay? So now I have my first part. I'm gonna collect the rest of my biography. Oh, here it is. Okay, so I have this. Actually, this is a good example of what I would like to show you next. So to make it more interesting for your reader to read your biography, even though you guys are totally interesting, you are going to do what I have done in this sample, which is make each piece of information a different color, okay? You could do a different color and a different font. You can just do all black color and 3 or 4 different fonts. It's up to you, but each piece of different information needs to look different, okay? The first thing you are going to do is highlight your first piece of information, find a different color, pink, beautiful, and you're going to continue. You have your bio now. As much information as you can fit, right, in the space you are allotted. So you can also, what I did in my sample as well, before we leave drawing, create an outline for your box. The outline you could find line color, and let's do this crazy green. Okay, so you can see the green. I'm gonna make this super thick so you can see it, all right? So once you're done, save and close. Oh, make sure you wrap text, okay? And move your text box. Now, some of you will notice that you have a lot of information, maybe too much. Okay, so you're gonna have to make things work with the space you are given. Okay, so kind of move stuff around, resize things, and make it work for you. Okay, so here is your example of how 1/3 of your contributor page should look. This shouldn't be the end result, okay? It could be, but you guys know how to add extra flair to your formatting now, okay? So for example, if I wanted to add extra flair, I could go back, I could double click on this, go back to drawing, and do what, you ask? You can fill in your text box, right? So think of little things that you can do to set your bio apart, because there's gonna be quite a few, all right? So think of little things. You can otherwise, or you can also do different fonts, like I said earlier. So say he wanted to do this, you can do this a different font, all right? So it's up to you. You do what your style agrees with. Okay? All right. Good luck.